Hello, how are you? These days, a lot of people have been complaining about having trouble sleeping at night. Whether it's falling asleep, when they lie down, their minds are racing, their hearts are pounding. The body is tired, but it just can't relax. Or there are those people who wake up in the middle of the night and can't get back to sleep. There is a scientifically proven technique you can do that may help you fall back asleep much faster. It stimulates your parasympathetic nervous system and helps you get better quality sleep. Completely natural and super quick to do. I'm sure you're going to love it. So stick around until the end because you won't want to miss this. This strategy will help you fall asleep, whether it's at the beginning of the night or if you wake up in the middle of the night like I mentioned. In fact, I want to hear from you. Write down here in the comments how this affects you, how bad it is for you, right? Some people say it's worse at the beginning of the night, some say it's worse at the end of the night, and there are people who wake up at like 4 or 5 in the morning and then can't get back to sleep, and then the sun starts to rise and that anxiety kicks in. So what's happening more often in your routine? Write it for me down here in the comments. I'd love to see your comments so I can help you even more. If you can, go ahead and leave a like on the video. This is really important for me here on the channel. It shows YouTube that you support the channel and trust my content. And if you know someone who suffers from insomnia, any type of insomnia, share this video. Let's expand our chain of kindness. There's something that happens throughout the day. Our bodies kind of accumulate various stimuli during our daily routines. We have to make a lot of decisions. There are so many thoughts, artificial light, stress. Nowadays, we also have an overload of information, being bombarded with news, information, all sorts of things all day long. This keeps our brains in a state of alertness, of high activity. Even when we lie down, our bodies often stop, but our brains are still there, active, 100%. And this happens because your nervous system is still in alert mode. Actually, we have 2 modes of functioning in our brains, in our nervous system. One is the alert mode, which I just mentioned, which is the sympathetic nervous system. And the other is the relaxation system, which is the parasympathetic. When the sympathetic is active, it releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which do exactly what you often feel. It speeds up your heart, speeds up your thoughts, keeps your mind very active, and leaves your body ready to act if needed. Which is exactly the opposite of what we need when we think about sleeping, relaxing, not just sleeping, but having deep, good quality sleep. A lot of people say, that's fine because I can use melatonin. Melatonin can be a shortcut for me to be able to sleep. Of course, in order to sleep, we need our body to produce more melatonin, which is that hormone that signals it's time for you to fall asleep. It tells your body to lower its core temperature, changes the balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems, but it only works well when the body slows down. If your nervous system is still on high alert, melatonin can't really do its job properly. So there's no point in taking melatonin and thinking that just lying down will make you fall asleep. The most important thing is that you manage to prepare your body for it. I even made a video talking more about melatonin because people get really confused about this. If you want to know about it in a much broader way, I'll leave that video here below in the description. The big thing is that there's a technique you can do at home, 100% natural, and you don't have to wait for your body to relax on its own. You can induce this naturally. And there's a very simple way for you to do this in just a few minutes by combining local compression, which I'll explain exactly where you need to do it, with targeted breathing. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system and works like a physiological handbrake, lowering a bit of that overactive brain activity. Activating our vagus nerve will help us enter this state because the vagus nerve is one of the main factors responsible for our body's relaxation. When we manage to activate it correctly, the heart slows down, breathing becomes deeper, the body enters that recovery mode, which is important during sleep, and that's exactly what allows sleep to happen. So it's important for us to regulate our breathing. Breathing ends up being essential. When you breathe slowly and deeply, you slightly increase the CO2, the carbon dioxide in your blood, and this signals to the body that there is no danger. This signal reduces our state of alertness. It's very interesting. So we can use a technique that combines this aspect of localized pressure with correct breathing. The first thing is to take the base of your thumb, this fleshier part of your hand, and keep it pressed for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing deeply through your nose and slowly exhaling through your mouth, right? Doing that paced breathing. You'll already start to feel yourself slowing down. Next, you press a more sensitive area right in the middle of your hand, keep that pressure, and continue with this slower breathing. That way, the signal for breathing increases even more, and the signal for relaxation increases even more. There's also the matter of pressing near your pinky, the little finger here on one side of your hand. This point tends to be the most sensitive. Keep breathing slowly, maintaining that controlled rhythm. At this point, many people notice their body gradually giving in, allowing tension to melt away and relaxation to deepen even further. Then you can press this inner region of the wrist, which serves as the closing step of the technique, while continuing to breathe slowly and steadily. Breathing is fundamental here, and then you feel your body getting heavier and heavier, and your nervous system shifting more into this relaxation and rest mode. Usually your body will respond quickly. You don't need hours as long as the stimulus is correct and the body enters this more parasympathetic mode. Breathing is very important, in addition to the pressure here, right, that I mentioned for you to do. You can enhance this even more with low lighting and a milder, cooler temperature, right? A bit colder. Low stimulation, low noise, right? Without those lights in the room. A balanced diet and eating well before bedtime will also help you sleep better. Don't try to force sleep, because the more you try to sleep, the more you activate your alert system. So if it didn't work for you, if it didn't come naturally, get up for a bit and try taking a warm shower. That can also help you relax. Let me know down below if you do anything to try to help yourself sleep. What do you do? I have an entire playlist here with lots of tips to help you, with recipes, tips on how to organize your room, how to organize your diet. I'll leave it down below in the description for you as well. Also, don't forget to like the video. It really helps me out here on the channel, and share it with anyone who needs this information. Let's work together to spread this chain of kindness. That's what I want here with the channel. See you next time. Bye.